Hey everybody, welcome back to FSP Forex Stock Predictions. Hope you're all having a great day. I am the Forex trader, and today we are on Euro USD. We are on the 4-hour time frame, and we are looking at some possible pending order block positions. I already have a couple of limit orders set up, and I am waiting to see whether or not price will reach my entry point, and if it does, we will have some possible open positions based on an order block strategy. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel or have not seen how I enjoy trading this particular order block strategy, I'm going to be linking a playlist at the top right hand corner of your screen right about now. Check it out, go through those videos. You can always come back to this one. All right, so Euro USD 4-hour time frame. The yellow areas indicate pending positions. The green areas indicate previous winning positions. The pink boxes indicate previous losing positions, right? We cannot only show our winners, guys. We have to show our losses as well. Right? Any successful business has losses, has overheads, has expenses, has wages and salaries that need to be paid. When you treat trading as a business, your losses should be considered the same thing. Whenever you lose a position, as long as you followed your rules and you did what you needed to do, don't stress about it. It ain't a big deal, right? It's all good. Consider those losses overheads as if you were paying for water and lights, as if you were paying your employees' salaries. All right, so how do I like to trade these order blocks? Let's just go through it quickly. I have two indicators on my screen that I like to use for a little bit of extra confluence. I have the MACD down below. Now, I do not trade solely based on what the MACD is saying. I just use it for a little bit of extra added confluence, and I use this orange moving average line for the same reason, just a little bit of extra confluence. All right, this moving average is a period of 7. For myself, a 7-period moving average works best for me because I like to see the order block region or the order block candle itself and the impulsive break as well generally touch or pierce through or just gently nudge this orange moving average, right? That's how I like to take my positions. And if we go back in time, we can see that generally all of my previous positions, the order block candle as well as the break of structure impulsive candles, generally one or both of them will touch the orange moving average. All right, and then if we are trending downwards with regards to the MACD, I like to see the moving average below the MACD's histogram trend in the same direction as price. So for example, these winning positions right here, we were breaking structures, we were trending lower and lower, and we can see the moving averages below the histogram, so we are on the right side of the trend, and we can see the moving average lines break open and trend apart from one another, showing me clearly that we are clearly in a bear trend. So this is just some extra added confluence. I don't use the histogram as much for this particular strategy. I just like to see whether the moving averages are below the histogram or above the histogram, and what type of shape are they in. Have they just crossed? Are they open? Are they apart? Are they trending very close together? These things all matter to me, and I like to just see what they are doing. So currently, we are looking at this particular order block zone, this yellow order block zone right here, this OB zone, all right? And my entries will happen when price retraces to the middle region of the OB zone, right? I like to enter at the absolute middle region of the order block candle itself. Now, the order block candle is the most previous candle before we see an impulsive move breaking structure. Now look at that bearish candle. It's quite a gigantic candle. So we definitely have orders up here. We have a lot of bears, right? There is something going on here that created this massive sell order to come in, and in one 4-hour candle drop the price significantly. Now, if we switch to the daily, just for a couple of seconds, we can see that same thing happened on the daily candle. Look at this. Price came up, we formed a doji, all right? And then boom, in one day, from resistance down to support. Now we can clearly see that price is ranging, right? We have touched this support zone multiple times. We have touched this resistance zone multiple times. We have broken through there, but then we came below it again, wicked above it, and could not quite close above it. And every time we come up to the zone, we have bears selling. We have very strong selling pressure. So this is some extra confluence. We need to look at the higher time frame above the time frame that we are trading, so we can make sure that we are on the right side of the market. We have added confluence. We can see that we are at a particular zone of resistance. We have seen strong bearish volume before at this exact zone. So it makes sense that we would be taking a possible short position when price reaches the same area. Right, so back to how I trade these order block zones. I wait for price to hit the exact middle point of the yellow zone, in which case my limit order will be triggered and opened up. My stop loss is always a couple of pips above the most top wick of the order block candle, and I always target a risk to reward of 1 to 2. That's just how I like to trade them. Now, you can find your targets by looking at previous price structure, right? And there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to target support, daily support. Why not? Right? That is completely up to you. But it's all about back testing the strategy and seeing what works. And if it works for you, then do that. Target previous price structure, look for areas of interest on the charts, and use that as a target. For myself, I just use a simple RR of 1 to 2. I have found that it works best for me, right? I'm conservative. I'm not interested in chasing those massive, crazy RRs of 1 to 20 or 1 to 30 that a lot of traders do very, very well and do it quite successfully. For myself, conservatively, I'm just looking for a simple risk to reward of doubling my risk, and that's generally how I like to trade them. Now, in order to find the order block candles, we need to see an impulsive move break previous price structure. Now, with this one, we can see clearly that price was in some sort of pattern. Come on, trend thing. I don't know if you guys have ever found on TradingView when you're trying to click on specific tools, sometimes they don't really open up so well. All right, so we had price bouncing between this ascending trend line. We had some horizontal resistance up above, and then we broke. Yes? So clearly this was a structure that had been broken. This ascending trend line used as support was clearly broken impulsively and quite strongly. In one candle, we surpassed all of this previous price structure and came all the way back down. And now we are slowly trying to trend our way back into that zone. So I do like the look of that setup, and I have a limit order waiting and ready. Now, with regards to this one down here, this is another one, right? We can see how the order block candle is the most previous bearish candle before an impulsive move upwards. Right? The impulsive move upwards has broken this area of resistance right here, where we can see price has respectfully bounced off a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, flipped it over as support, came back below it, bounced off again as resistance. So it is an area of interest to me. And this would be something similar to hedging your bets, because we have one limit order going short, we have another bullish limit order. So what is my reason? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And we could, not sure if you guys have spotted it just yet, but we could actually have another one right here. Now this is sometimes things could get quite chaotic using this order block strategy, because we could have a couple going long, we could have a couple going short. Now, and it's not always the case that will happen, but there are periods of time where it does happen. And when that does happen, you still have to trade it systematically, right? Follow your rules. You still have to do that. But if all your rules are in place and the setup presents itself using all your rules, then you have to take it. Right? You can't not take it for fear of, oh no, there are too many setups and I don't know what to do. And take as many as they come. As long as they fit within your rules or criteria, the best looking ones will not necessarily be the ones that play out. Right? Be a little bit selective in your approach, but do it systematically. I hope that makes sense. Very important to understand. So for example, this candle has 15 seconds left, right? This impulsive candle. This area right here looks like, to me, it could be a great looking bull flag. Why? Look at this. So this is what we would treat as price structure. And in a smaller time frame, this area would probably look like quite a nice bull flag, right? So to me, this is quite a decent setup. Yes, we wicked into a previous order block zone, but we still have our rules set. We have our order block candle and we have the impulsive candle. The impulsive candle is touching and wicking through the orange moving average. So therefore, this could be a potential bullish order block signal. Right. Now, I would say have two sizes that you are willing to trade. Use that with your risk management. Okay, so for a setup that you think looks absolutely perfect, risk your usual amount, whether that be 0.5%, 0.75, 1%, 1.5, 2%, however you like to manage your risk, use your full amount of risk on that position. Another setup that comes along that is very close to your original setups that might have you a little bit spooked, you do not have to risk as much. You can risk a bit less. The point is that you are taking the setups, right? Because remember, trading is a game of probabilities. You don't know which of these, for example, I may have three setups right here. I don't know out of these three, which are the ones that are going to be the winners. I have no way of knowing that, and I don't need to know why, which one of these might be the winners, which one of these might be the losers. Maybe all three will win, maybe all three will lose, maybe none will even open, right? Which I doubt will happen because eventually price should hit either one of these, all right? So they probably will open. But I don't need to know which ones are going to win and which ones are going to lose. I just have to manage my risk. If the setup presents itself, I'm going to be jumping in. All right, guys. So we do have one here. We have broken this flag structure. We have closed above this descending trend line at the very, very top of the flag. Yes, we had a wick, but this could just be pushing higher. And remember, we have this massive one right here, this order block zone right here, which I am interested in. And we have another one over here, right? So we have three possible entries that we could take. And it may look a little bit messy, but like I say, it does not matter. I will be taking all three. Now, the only way that I will cancel an order is if price rises or drops really strongly, if we have some crazy news come out, if something happens out of the ordinary, which I am not expecting, that will make me cancel an order. But generally that I will always take every possible signal that opens itself to me, because those are my rules. My rules say you have to trade every single signal that presents itself. So do it. All right, guys. So I hope this video helps with you all that are learning to trade these order blocks. There are lots of different ways of trading them. Have a look at my previous videos explaining how I like to do them. It can be quite a nice strategy, and definitely one that you can add into your bag of tricks, your bag of tools, your tool bag of tricks. All right. And on that note, let's wrap up today's video. I hope you all have a fantastic day further. We are nearing the end of March. Just over a week to go, and we will already be in April, right? We are full steam ahead into the year. I hope you are all making some great profits. If you are enjoying these videos, please would you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you find this information helpful or valuable, leave us a comment in the comment section. I get back to every single comment. I really enjoy this channel. So guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will be seeing you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you later.